Looking for a small heater to warm your tent up in the winter? Well, we might have a good one for you. What's up everybody and welcome back to Outdoor Gear. My name's Aaron Bottoms and today we're going to continue our Mr. Heater series. But before we get into that, we want to say thank you to everybody that has watched, subscribed, liked, comment, all that stuff, because it has done wonders for us. We've gained a lot of subscribers, we've had a lot of view hours, and a lot of views in general because of you. So thank you for all of your views. It's great, it's wonderful. Let us know what you'd like to see and we can hopefully continue this ball rolling, maybe get at something else that the people would like to see. So let's get into our video and show you what the little buddy is about. Now, if you've watched our other series or other videos on the Mr. Heater series, you'll have seen this come out of the box and see the full comparison on a couple different videos. But it comes in two pieces. It's pretty straightforward and simple. You have the base piece and you have the unit itself. Now, it does not come with a propane tank, but it's made for the 1 pound propane tank like we have here. You push it down into the holder, and then you can screw this bad boy on. All right, so this is an 8-inch stand, which means you have an 8-inch across from tip to tip, or from the diameter of it, and it stands vertically, and it's pretty simple. You've got an on button and an off button. Your on button is also your pilot light or your ignition, so you can hear it click. Once we click this bad boy and the flame starts going, which may take a second to get the gas really moving, there we go. You hold the button down, let that flame light until it holds by itself, and then you can let go and your unit will start heating up. Now, if you want to turn this bad boy off, you just hit the off button and it kills that pilot light, but we want to keep this bad boy on. And again, it says to hold it for 30 seconds, but you can hold it for 10 seconds, whatever allows it for that pilot light to stay on. All right, now that we got our unit running, let's talk about the specifics of it. The unit itself sits at a 45-degree angle, which means you're only going to have one way of the heat going. A lot of your heat's going to go straight forward and up, but if you're going to put this in front of you when you're sitting in a chair, it's not too bad. You can even put it on the floor, put your feet up, and put it kind of near your feet if your feet are cold. It puts out about 3,800 BTU. It heats about a 95 square foot space. It isn't made for a very large space, and it's made for outdoors and indoors, but outdoors you're gonna have to be right up on it to really get that full heat. The Portable Buddy, which is the one we compare very easily to everybody else, this puts out, I believe, 4,000 to 8,000 BTU, and this puts out 3,800. So again, the Portable Buddy, in my opinion, is a better option for heating small spaces and things like that. You also are able to adjust the Portable Buddy, where on the little buddy here, there is no adjustment. It is strictly 3,800 BTU put out in a 45-degree angle directionally forward. So this would be great for a tent. It's easy to turn on and off. It's very quick, but again, the Portable Buddy, in my opinion, is a better all-around unit, where the Portable Buddy, you can also hook up the 20 to 15 pound tank, where this is only going to hold the 1 pound tank. You can put the adapter on here, but then you're kind of holding it, and it won't stand up by itself. So keep that in mind. The other nice thing about the little buddy is its safety feature. So as you can see, the pilot light is lit. If this bad boy falls over, the pilot light goes out, and your heat stops going. It also has a low oxygen sensor, so if it senses that there is low O2 in the room, it will also cut off and save you from suffocating if you're in a tent and sleeping at night. So it claims that it runs for about 5.5 hours, 5 to 6 hours on a 1 pound tank. That's going to vary. I wouldn't hold that to be super true. It does run at that low BTU, so it's going to pull less propane, but depending on how warm it is or how cold it is outside, depends on how long your propane will actually last. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, it seems like a great unit. Up here you've got this red bar, or red ring that goes all the way around. It says caution hot. Obviously it means that gets hot. It's got this metal grate in the front like all the Portable Buddies or Mr. Heaters do. We'll test that like we have the other ones, just kind of bang it around and see what it holds up to. This plastic on the back, I'm sure if it took a big hit, these pieces back here would break. This guy back here would break. Obviously, we're not going to test it with a propane tank on it, but those are the key features of it. Again, small space, indoor, in a tent, supposed to be safe. So let's go outside and do some real testing on it. So say you're camping and you forgot your Frisbee, you need something to throw. Billy, go long. Nailed it. Give it a long throw. Since this has such a wonderful handle on it, why don't we just... Ooh. Well, that did it then. Now that I got this back together, and I'll show you what I did here soon. Take a little bit of water bottle. I don't want to drench this thing completely because we're talking about indoor use really, but I do want to see if it gets wet, will it start up again? Find a good way. See, that's the thing. This doesn't quite sit, it's too top heavy when, oh, there you go. If you find the right angle, it could sit upright, but otherwise, not so much. But, take a little bit of water here. I don't want to drench it like I said. Get it to where I can do one of these bad boys. And see what happens. All right, so as you can tell, after the water bottle, this guy is still nice and dripping wet. So we'll see if it will light. All right, so the pilot light went ahead and lit, which is great. We'll hold that down for a little bit until it catches. All right, it caught. So the front of it should go ahead and ignite. And there we go. We do have warm air coming out. As you saw, I did break apart though, so I'll show you what happened there. Take this bottle off. So this cage here broke, and I'll show you the internals down here, this little pad. That all came off. This is still hot actually, so we're not going to take it off. But simply there is a plate, that white thing, right over top. You've got a metal bar that goes around. All I did was put everything back in place, put that stone in place, and then put that bar, it's got little tabs on it, and make sure that they went inside their little notches. We took a screwdriver and popped it back in place. Pretty straightforward and simple, but something to be aware of. If this thing does follow, it can pop that stone out, and you do need to put it back in. Just be very careful, and maybe I'm probably gonna run this outside from one full tank just to make sure that nothing crazy happens. I do not recommend that if you damage one of these heaters that you use it continually. Send it back, get a new one. I'm just demonstrating what it can do and if it still will function after it takes a little bit of damage. So personally, this would probably be the last Mr. Buddy option I would use. If I'm going to be using something in a tent, I'll probably use the Portable Buddy. But this is nice if you're going by yourself somewhere and you need a little extra heat. If you're sitting outside reading a book or sitting on your outdoor patio, something like that, and you need a little bit of additional heat blowing onto you, this is not a bad option. It's just not, it's not the most versatile, I should say. It puts out only 3,800 BTU, and that's it. And it's got the 45-degree angle, and you can't adjust it. So it's not a bad heater. It works. It took a little bit of damage when I banged it against a tree, which is understandable, but the things did pop out, and I didn't care for that too much. So just keep that in mind. 95 square foot space, good for a small tent, good for individual use, and that's about it. So overall, we're enjoying these Mr. Heaters. We're going to dive into some other heaters later down the road, but we want to continue this series and show you that the couple of different features and how they hold up. Again, Little Buddy is not my first option. There's a lot of better ones, and you can see the full comparison in the Portable Buddy, which, by the way, is blown up tremendously. So thank you everybody for watching. We really appreciate all the views, all the likes, subscribes, all that jazz. Please continue watching, please continue liking, and we appreciate you. Thank you, have a great day.